Welcome to Winning Government Contracts. If you are like other businesses and organizations trying to win a government award, then you know the process can be daunting, if not mysterious. We hope to change that. Today, we are going to explain how the U.S. government purchases, the processes they use to conduct these purchases, and how you can improve your chances of winning some of that business. Now let's look at some of the definitions, including the ones on page 3 of Module 1 of your text. We'll start with Central Contract Registration, or CCR for short. Now, what's so important about CCR? Well, to be awarded a government contract, you must be registered in CCR. Go to the CCR website and click on Start New Registration. Now let's talk about the history of government agencies and procurement. In 1863, the government created the first regulatory agency, the Comptroller of the Currency. Other regulatory agencies were formed in the early 1900s, such as the Interstate Commerce Commission, the Federal Communication Commission, the Food and Drug Administration. And over time, more agencies and departments were created, such as the Department of Defense, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and the National Science Foundation. All these agencies and departments have their own rules, regulations, and processes, but almost all of them follow the same rules, regulations, and processes for purchasing and contracting, which are set forth in the FAR, Federal Acquisition Regulation. So before we begin, let's get acquainted with the lingo. Now this material is going to go by quickly, so pay close attention. Contracting Office. Every federal agency that purchases anything will do so through its own contracting office. Contracting Officer. The person in a contracting office who has been authorized to enter into, administer, and terminate contracts on behalf of the government. FedBiz Ops. Federal agency requirements above $25,000 are publicized on this website. Information on how you can participate in any of these procurements is provided. For procurements above $10,000 and up to $25,000, the agency can post information about the requirements in a public place or on an electronic site such as FACnet. Federal Acquisition Regulation, FAR. This is the body of the rules and regulations federal agencies follow for the purchase of supplies and services. North American Industry Classification System, NAICS. It's the standard used by federal statistical agencies in classifying business establishments for the purpose of collecting, analyzing, and publishing statistical data related to the U.S. business economy. Proposal. It's your offer to provide the supplies or services the government needs. Quote. Very similar to a proposal. STEM, i.e. science, technology, engineering, and math. These are just a few of the terms that apply to the unique world of federal contracting. In this short overview, we will introduce you to two valuable websites. You may want to bookmark both of these for future reference. The first is the Federal Acquisition Jump Station. You will need to look out for the following links. Link to FedBiz Ops, link to all federal agencies and departments. And the second is Acquisition Central. These will be important as well. Link to CCR, link to FAR, link to main NAICS site, and many others. Now that we've introduced you to some of the things that make the federal government buying process unique, let's look at ways in which you can go after some of that business. Let's look at FedBiz Ops website. Here you will find some great opportunities for your organization. On the FedBiz Ops website, there's a vendor button where you can sign up to receive notifications of contract opportunities. You can search through a huge database of contracts. Before I forget, let's take a look at Procurement Technical Assistance Centers, PTAC. PTACs are a local resource available at no or nominal cost that can provide assistance to business firms in marketing products and services to the federal, state, and local governments. And while we're at it, here's a handy website for all DoD PTACs. In Module 2, we're going to look at the next step in winning government contracts, responding to solicitations, the government's formal way of requesting proposals from potential contractors and grantees.